Thank you.
Let the commencement begin. Newark College of Engineering, founded in 1999. Jordan Hu College of Science and Liberal Art, founded in 1982. Martin Tugman School of Management, founded in 1988. Jingu College of Computing, founded in 2001. Ladies and gentlemen, the candidates for doctoral degrees, their advisors and faculty, please welcome New Jersey Institute of Technology Class 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Board of Trustees, the Foundation Board of Directors, university officers, deans, academic leaderships, and honored guests of the university. followed by Dr. John Plesco, Provost of the University, and this year, Ms. Bear, Vice Provost of Graduate Studies and Dean of Graduate Faculties, Dr. Sotirius Ciabras, and the President of NJIT, Dr. Tek Lim.
Good afternoon, class of 2026, members of the faculty and distinguished guests. As Provost of the New Jersey Institute of Technology, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the members of the Air Force ROTC Detachment 490 and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Jonathan Trinidad. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Once again, good afternoon, esteemed guests, faculty, friends, families, and graduates. I'm pleased to welcome you to the 2026 NJIT Doctoral Commencement and Hooding Ceremony. We hope you'll enjoy this ceremony and remember it fondly for many years to come. Because this is a special day for all of our graduates, we ask that you stay until the event concludes so that everyone will feel valued by your presence. I now call upon Dean Jamie Payton of the Yingwu College of Computing. Jamie.
Good afternoon. As the ceremony began with the introduction of the colleges, each was represented by a student carrying a gonfalon. These students have been selected by their respective deans in recognition of their outstanding scholarship. Please join me in applauding and recognizing them as they rise. I also would like to extend our gratitude to Fernando Vera Bushman, Graduate Student Association President, who serves as a class crier today. Now, let me turn it back over to Provost Palesko to introduce the members of the stage party by group.
Thank you, Jamie. I'd like to ask the members of the stage party, as I announce your name, to please rise to be recognized, and I ask everyone to kindly hold your applause until the end. We'll start with the individuals from our boards. From the Board of Trustees, Co-Vice Chairs Elisa Charters and Norma Clayton, and Trustee Adam Shane. From the Foundation Board of Directors, Patrick Natal. Next, I invite NJIT's 9th President, Dr. Tex-C. Lim, to please rise. Next, I'd like to invite the deans of all of our schools and colleges to please rise. Followed by members of the President's Cabinet, please rise. And finally, the leadership from all of our schools and colleges, please rise. Let's give them all a round of applause. You may be seated. There's also a very important group who helped each graduate reach this milestone, the members of our faculty. These dedicated professionals have provided you with valuable classroom instruction and have shaped your intellectual growth in labs, in the fields, and in the community. They've served as teachers, mentors, and role models, collaborating with you in the pursuit of academic achievement and preparation for what lies ahead, be it further study, entry into the workforce, or some other post-commencement adventure. I'd like to ask that all of the faculty, including those on the stage, please rise to be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. I now call upon Dean Moshe Kam of the Newark College of Engineering.
Thank you, Provost Palesko. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to introduce today's student speaker, San-Hua Kwon. Sunny Kwon is a PhD graduate in mechanical engineering at NJIT, of course. She received a Bachelor of Engineering and Master of Engineering degrees from the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Science and Art. At NJIT, she specialized in wearable biomedical sensors and flexible bioelectronic systems for health monitoring. Her research focuses on developing integrated sensing platforms for cardiac analysis to advance personalized healthcare. Born in South Korea and raised across several US states, she developed an early interest in hands-on creation and engineering innovation. She is committed to bringing her innovation to the real world, where they can make a meaningful difference in people's lives through more accessible and personalized healthcare. Please join me in welcoming Sunny Kwon.
Thank you. Okay.
Good afternoon, President Lim, First Lady, faculty, family, friends, and members of the graduating class of 2026. My name is Sun, or Sunny, and I'm one of the many PhD graduates that you see here today. Let me begin by congratulating the class of 2026 for their resilience and perseverance while on their doctoral journey, which to some I'm sure seemed like mission impossible while on steroids. I want to first take a second to thank those who made this journey possible. Today isn't just a milestone for us, but for everyone who stood behind us from the very beginning. For me, my twin brothers, my parents, and my closest friends, whom I consider family, I'm deeply and genuinely grateful for your presence here today and for your constant support throughout this roller coaster of a ride. Even though I may not say it often or out loud, I love you all. Now, like many of you here, I wasn't alone on this journey here at NJIT. I had the privilege of working alongside my fellow PhD colleagues and postdoctoral researchers within my group, the Dong Lab, led by Dr. Lin Dong, who is a major reason that I stand here today as one of the class of 2026 graduates. Without her guidance, her persistent encouragement, and her unrelenting faith in me, I might have mistaken comfort for growth. And I would have stayed being comfortable, but she taught me that real growth is often uncomfortable, uncertain, and ultimately worth pursuing if we want to become the best version of ourselves. So thank you for believing me, Dr. Dong, and for pushing me beyond what I thought I was capable of. Now that all of this thinking is out of the way, just a joke, I want to focus on one point only for my speech, and it might sound a little bit cheesy, but I think it needs to be said out loud. Failure is something that we all have experienced and something we will continue to encounter throughout our lives. I can guarantee that not a single person here in this auditorium has made it this far without facing setbacks along the way. Personal and professional obstacles, disappointments, and moments of uncertainty are inevitable parts of any meaningful journey. Yet, failure is not something we should fear or avoid. More often than not, it's through failure that we make our greatest progress. After all, what is growth without a healthy or unhealthy dose of failure? How else would we learn, especially in a doctoral program where progress is built from learning from our mistakes? How do we improve if we never fail, never adjusted, or never tried again? Personally, I myself was, and actually still am, suffering from imposter syndrome. The failures I've experienced with the paper rejections, the unsuccessful experiments, and countless experimental iterations that honestly led to more dead ends than I'm comfortably admitting, have brought me down low, lower than I thought possible. Couple that with commuting all the way from Bergen County, where I had to transfer and take 2 trains to get to NJIT for 5 whole years, I was constantly sleep-deprived, cranky, and surviving on 3 cups of coffee every day, and that was all before noon. But in hindsight, honestly, these experiences were very formative. They forced me to redefine my way of thinking, to strengthen my resolve, and to continue moving forward, even when progress crawled forward at a snail's pace. Otherwise, the only other option was to just sit there, wallow in my misery, and stagnate. So if there's anything I hope we all take with us today, it's that it's not perfection or even certainty, but the willingness to keep getting up that allows a person to become someone, to be a parent, to be a teacher, to be an artist, a leader, a healer, or to be a doctor. Especially in a time marked by uncertainty and shifting pressures on the work that we do. That willingness to try and do matters even more. Because it's not perfection that defines us, it's our persistence and our willingness to try even against insurmountable and unpredictable odds. With that, thank you all for listening, and congratulations again to the class of 2026. We made it, and it's only the beginning for us.
Thank you, Ms. Kwon, for sharing those interesting observations and comments with us. Guests and graduates, let's give her another hand. And at this time, I invite my colleague, Dean Kevin Belfield of the Jordan Hu College of Science and Liberal Arts, to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Com. So before we get started with the introduction of today's speaker, I would just like to acknowledge his family, because I'm not sure there's a part in the program to do that. So his wife Carolyn, daughter Jennifer, daughter Anna, and their husbands, if you could please stand, along with PhD advisor Andrei Sarenko. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your efforts. So I just want to say to the faculty, thank you. Mentoring PhD students, as you know, is an endeavor unlike any other endeavor in mentoring students, whether it's undergraduates or master's students. It requires profound efforts as mentors. And so you've done well, you've got your prodigy, and I applaud you for that, and I want to thank you. And so could we have a special thank you for our faculty mentors that are here today? And to the grads, you're now part of their academic family tree. You're their prodigy. So keep in touch with them. Let them know about your joys and any troubles you may have. It really is a wonderful relationship that you've established. So I'll get back to the program. So we're very pleased to see so many family members and friends here today. No matter how near or far you've traveled to join us, we welcome you. Your presence means a great deal to the graduating students and to us. It's an honor to share the stage with them as we celebrate their accomplishments. Now it's my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Paul Rogers. Dr. Rogers is a co-founder and principal of the private equity firm RHV Capital. But to us, he's one of our most distinguished and dedicated alumni. Before establishing his own firm, Dr. Rogers built an extraordinary career in global investment banking, holding top leadership roles across Toronto, Tokyo, London, and New York. What makes his journey so unique is its phenomenal academic foundation. Recognized as one of Canada's top 40 under 40, he holds an MBA from Harvard Business School, where he graduated in the top 5% of his class as a Baker Scholar. And he earned both his master's and PhD in applied physics right here at NJIT. He's been a relentless champion for our university. He helped found our innovative master's program in mathematical and computational finance, and he currently serves as the chair of the Board of Visitors for the Jordan Hu College of Science and Liberal Arts. So please join me in welcoming a brilliant leader and a true friend to our university, Dr. Paul Rogers.
President Lim, Provost Palesko, esteemed faculty, proud family and friends, and most importantly to the graduates, NJIT PhD class of 2026, what you have achieved is nothing short of miraculous. Since the day you arrived at NJIT, you have mastered challenging coursework, passed PhD level qualifying exams, fulfilled TA responsibilities, mentored undergraduate students, attained domestic expertise in your chosen fields. You've designed new research strategies, discovered new knowledge in a highly competitive academic world. Then you published your results in prestigious peer-reviewed journals. And then you went on the road and you spoke at academic conferences. And recently you defended your thesis in front of your dissertation committee, a panel of world-class experts. Now, this daunting list is the real reason that only 2% of the world's population holds a PhD. And now, any rational person could ask, who in the world would voluntarily subject themselves to a process so long and so demanding? And the answer is, it takes people like you, people who are lovers of wisdom and knowledge, which in fact is the very origin of the title you will shortly receive, PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. And your resilience speaks as much to me about your strong characters as it does about your amazing talents. It's been said that the world loves talent, but pays off on character. Your years of dedicated evidence-based research here at NJIT have allowed you to acquire and discover a tremendous amount of knowledge. Now, this is a gift, but with it comes a set of responsibilities. And to help explain this, I'm holding up a little decal that I received from the New York Public Library as a gift almost 25 years ago. And it simply says, "Knowledge is power." And this little decal has maintained a prominent place on my desk every day since. For me, these three words speak to the very heart of why we gather at this commencement here today. Knowledge, which I define as true understanding and insight, is not just an accumulation of facts, but it's a force. It's a force that fuels progress, ignites creativity, empowers individuals, and strengthens communities. These words challenge us to not only improve our lives, but the lives of others. And as the newest PhD graduates, you are now the next generation entrusted with this power. In preparation for this speech, I wanted to learn more about your class. So about a month ago, I had a really great conversation with Dr. Ziavras, and he kindly sent me some additional information to review. And from that, I experienced one of the most amazing insights I've ever had as to why our economy, productivity, and quality of life will just continue to grow. You see, I just finished reading the titles of each and every one of your dissertation abstracts. Took me most of a day, but they blew me away. They inspired me. They covered the whole STEM domain: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But at a deeper level, what really caught my eye is that you have integrated many different technologies right into your research. And you've done that in innovative and creative ways. These technologies, and I'm talking about your class, the class of 2026, these technologies range from innovative uses of mass spectrometers to machine learning, to virtual reality, to self-powered sensors, to reinforcement learning, to quantum computing, and seemingly everything in between. And because of the credibility that your new PhD degree brings, you will be called upon by others to validate the results of these technologies, to explain and assess their limitations, and to ensure their ethical use. These are all human responsibilities that cannot be outsourced. And graduates, you already know how to use technology as a tool to amplify your impact on the world. This is big. Believe me, this is a very powerful skill. So you should sing it from the rooftops, put it on your CVs, put it on your resumes. This is special. So yes, it gives me great comfort that you are the next generation empowered with this simple phrase, knowledge is power. After today, you and I will share something in common. We will be fellow NJIT PhD alumni. Now, I came to NJIT as I was transitioning to the next phase of my finance career, and that's about investing my own capital. But to say it politely, I came as a mature student, and I was looking to refresh my knowledge in physics and technology. So I signed up for the master's degree, but I stayed on for the PhD track. And one of the early requirements I had was to pass 5 of 6 4-hour PhD qualifying exams in physics. I passed almost all of them the first time. But unfortunately, I failed the mathematical physics exam. And for those of you who know me, you would know that that really bothered me. And I had to wait an entire year to try the next one. And when that day came and I opened up the exam, there was many questions on it, but it was largely around one topic area: Laplace transforms. Now, fortunately, my preparation plan included the study of Laplace transforms, and I was able to pass that exam. But graduates, I will tell you, I am never ever going to forget about Laplace transforms, even though I have never used them since. And I'm sure my wife will never forget about me talking about Laplace transforms. My wife, 2 daughters, as Dean Belfield said, are here today with their spouses, and my wife and 2 daughters were also here 15 years ago to see me receive my PhD degree wearing this same robe and hood. After NJIT, I returned to the business world, and so just to be clear, I have 2 passions: business and science. Well, maybe 4 passions, because I really like watching hockey and playing golf as well. So those are 2 others. So I've been in business for 46 years. And one of the questions that continues to fascinate me is, what are the key characteristics of the most consistently successful companies and enterprises? And over time, I've observed 3. Now, this is just a rule of thumb, but I call this the 3-part playbook. First, these entities, so I'm talking about the most successful enterprises, these entities focus on just a few things, and they do those really, really well. Second, they hire and retain the highest quality people. And third, they are relentless about continuous improvement. And the really interesting thing, and actually the point of the story about why I'm telling you this, is that this playbook is equally applicable to individuals. Indeed, it has worked for me and many of the most successful people that I know. So what I can do now is to tell you how this 3-part playbook can work for you. The first part of the playbook is to use a strength that you already have. And that is to use your ability to focus. Simply stated, focus is the capacity to achieve a deep understanding of those few critical things that really matter. And I know this sounds simple, and we throw around the word focus a lot, but what I mean by focus is that you attain such a deep understanding of your subject area that you are able to see and you are able to ask questions that others do not even see. That's the test. That's a real deep understanding. And in my experience, this level of focus is one of the most important things that you can bring into the working world. I have used that level of focus to manage and integrate existing businesses, to grow new ones, and to make investments in a variety of different industries. Your PhD degree has prepared you to focus like no other degree can. It's a highly transferable skill that is going to last you a lifetime. And with your focus, you will be able to rapidly learn new material, and you will be able, and I think this is important, you will be able to dig into complexity with confidence and precision. And from that day, from reading your dissertation abstract titles, I am certain that you will be able to find and solve the hardest problems. So stay focused. The world needs you. Your closest colleagues are going to have a huge impact on your life, which leads me to the second part of the playbook, and that is to leverage your strengths in your life by surrounding yourself with the highest quality people and organizations. I've been fortunate in my life that the schools I attended, NJIT included obviously, the companies that I worked for, the colleagues that I have, the partners that I have, and the CEOs we invested with were all of the highest quality. And when you get the opportunity to work for and with these people, you will gain the benefit of their judgment. You will gain the benefit of their experience, energy, and intelligence. And in return, you will want to give quality and excellence in everything you do. Speaking of high quality people, I certainly had that experience when I was doing my dissertation here, working with co-advisors Dr. Andrei Surenko of the NJIT Physics Department and Dr. Michael Kodolansky, a brilliant physicist in industry here in New Jersey. As Dr. Belfeld mentioned, Dr. Surenko is here today, and welcome, Andrei. Now, the third and final piece of the playbook is to pursue a life of continuous learning. Now, this may sound unusual to say in a PhD commencement, particularly directed at STEM grads, but I would suggest that one area to learn about is business and personal finance. Many of you are going to start working for a business, and along with government and academia, businesses are the vehicles in our society that will introduce new technologies and new innovations to the world. It comes through business. And many of you will shortly begin working for a business. And you will want to know, or I hope you will want to know, how what you do adds value to the enterprise. And I know many of you are thinking about starting your own business, either now or in the future. And you will want to know if your new ideas and innovations can be monetized and how best to do that. So knowing something about business is really valuable. And fortunately, there are many ways to learn. My favorite business podcast is called Acquired, and I encourage you to listen to Acquired's 3-episode series on Google, and they are long episodes. It's a fascinating story about how 2 PhD students, like yourselves, monetized their unique idea for search and created what many people believe to be the greatest business model in history. Continuous learning is not just limited to your professional life, but can and should be used for your personal development as well. And one such area is personal finance. You'll be working very hard for your money, so it's important to know how to keep it and how to grow it. And I encourage you to learn the simple formula for the power of compounding, which, graduates, I am so happy to tell you, contains no Laplace transforms. But there is a beautiful exponential term, which is simply time. And the formula says that even with small amounts, you should start early, like next week, invest regularly, use a financial advisor, and then just step away and let time do the work for you. So that's the 3-part playbook. Use your power of focus, surround yourself with the highest quality people and organizations, and pursue a life of continuous learning. But there is something else. And I'd like to end my talk with a parable whose message speaks to something even more powerful than the knowledge you have. This parable takes place in ancient times, and it's the wonderful story of a group of blind men who come across an elephant for the very first time. Now, this elephant is so huge that each blind man encounters a different part of the animal. One blind man encounters an enormous leg, puts his arms around it, and he believes it resembles a pillar. The second blind man encounters the trunk, and he believes it resembles a snake. And yet another encounters the elephant's ear, and he believes that it's like a large sail moving in the wind. Each comes away with a vastly different perspective of what an elephant is. And to them, each perspective is absolutely accurate and their knowledge is perfect. But it's incomplete. And it is only when these blind men start to combine their experiences can they even begin to understand the elephant in its entirety. I love this story. It illustrates that great advances can come when different perspectives are joined together at a time when you imagine connections between them that others don't see. So yes, there is something more powerful than the knowledge you have this minute, and it is your imagination. I asked at the beginning of this talk, who in the world would voluntarily subject themselves to a process so long and so difficult? Fortunately for us, it is each of you. Graduates, this is the moment that you have worked tirelessly for. You have earned your PhD degree. And we now challenge you to use the wealth of knowledge that you've accumulated, the amazing talent that you have developed, and the strong, strong characters that you have honed as fuel for your imaginations to not only envision a better world, but to actively create it. NJIT, PhD, class of 2026, congratulations to you all, and good luck.
Thank you, Paul, for that fascinating talk and for your thoughtful words. Let's give Paul one more round of applause. Now, I'd like to ask once again for Dean Moshe Kam to take the podium and to award the Hashimoto Prize.
Thank you, Provost Pilesko. So, Hashimoto Prize, let me first of all tell you what it is. The person who gave the prize its name is Kazuo Hashimoto. He was an inventor. He was a Japanese inventor, very famous. He registered more than 1,000 patents throughout the world, many international patents, including one of the first patents on a caller ID system and one of the first patents on telephone answering machine. He was a recipient of Japan's Medal of Honor, the Yellow Ribbon, and he was also designated, this is designation that the Japanese government bestows, and he was designated a living national treasure in Japan. In 1994, he was here, and we at the New Jersey Institute of Technology awarded him the Doctor of Science degree honoris causa. Before his death, only a year later in 1995, Hashimoto established the Hashimoto Endowment, including an annual award, the Hashimoto Prize, to a doctoral candidate in electrical engineering at NJIT who has demonstrated high achievement and promise in the field. On behalf of the nomination committee of the Helen and John C. Hartman Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, the Vice Provost of Graduate Studies, and the Newark College of Engineering, we are awarding today the Hashimoto Prize to two candidates for the PhD degree. They are Ranyang Zhao in Computer Engineering and Chengxi Zhao in Electrical Engineering. Congratulations. May I ask both of you to come forward. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Sotirios Ziavras, who's Vice Provost for Graduate Studies, to come forward.
Thank you, Dean Kam. I am honored to present the award for the outstanding PhD dissertation, which is bestowed upon a PhD candidate to acknowledge their exceptional scholarly achievements and groundbreaking research regardless of academic discipline. This distinguished honor pays tribute to the doctoral candidate whose dissertation exemplifies unparalleled originality and innovation, methodological rigor, and substantial contributions to the advancement of knowledge within their respective field of study. We would like to present the Outstanding PhD Dissertation Award this year to Meiki Wang, who today will be receiving a PhD degree in applied physics. Meiki, please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations again. I now invite my colleague, Dean Gabrielle Esperdi, of the J. Robert and Barbara A. Hillier College of Architecture and Design to the podium for the presentation of candidates for earned PhD degrees.
Thank you, Sotiri. We now turn to the presentation of candidates for earned degrees of the class of 2026. Distinguished guests, faculty, administration, and families, this is the portion of the program in which we recognize our newest alumni with the highest degree honor. Whatever path brought you here today, you have fulfilled the degree requirements of a rigorous course of study, and that distinguishes you as professionals in your respective fields. Your NJIT credentials will open new doors to you. Know that you are limited only by your ambition and passion for the work that you will pursue. Regardless of what lies ahead, you are and always will be part of the NJIT family, and we will welcome you all with open arms. We now move to the presentation of the candidates for doctoral degrees. Will all the candidates for all doctoral degrees please rise? These candidates, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by graduate studies, college deans, and faculty. Congratulations to you all. Would all candidates receiving a doctoral degree come forward with your advisor? The first row may now approach the stage, and the rest of the candidates may be seated.
Our first doctoral graduate is Brian E. O'Donnell, advised by Bin Chen and Dale Gary. Brian's dissertation is titled Disentangling Non-Thermal Electron Injection and Decay in Solar Flares Using Multi-Wavelength Radio Observations. Our next doctoral graduate is Mei-Chi Wang, advised by Bin Chen. Mei-Chi's dissertation is titled Multi-Messenger Diagnostics of the Origin and Transport of Solar Energetic Particles. Mei-Chi will be continuing as a postdoctoral researcher at NJIT. Our next doctoral graduate is Keitaro Matsuyama, advised by Satoshi Inoue. Keitaro's dissertation is titled Magnetohydrodynamic Processes and Non-Thermal Emission in Major X-Class Solar Flares. He will continue and expand his current research as a postdoctoral researcher in Japan. Our next doctoral graduate is Giampiero Fiorentino, advised by Phil Barden. His dissertation is titled The Impact of Extinction on Biological Communities Through Deep Time, and he's accepted a postdoctoral position here at NJIT. Our next doctoral graduate is Amani C. Weber-Schultz, advised by Brooke Fleming. Amani's dissertation is titled Ecomorphology and Biomechanics of Shark Dermal Denticles from a Fluid Dynamics Perspective. Amani will be starting as a researcher at the Naval Undersea Warfare Center in Newport, Rhode Island. Our next doctoral graduate is Tulika Dawes, advised by Brian Pfister. Tulika's dissertation is titled Preventing Blood-Brain Barrier Permeability from Repetitive Blast Exposure Prevents the Initiation and Progression of Neuroinflammation, Neuronal Loss, and Behavioral Deficits. Tulika will be continuing her research as a postdoctoral fellow at CIBM 3 NJIT, funded by a New Jersey Department of Health postdoctoral fellowship. Our next doctoral graduate is Kellyanne DiCristina, advised again by Brian Pfister. Kelly's dissertation is titled The Role of PERK Signaling and Its Downstream Effectors in Influencing the Intrinsic Growth State and Axonal Growth in Vitro. Kelly's accepted a position as a biomedical engineer at Picatinny Arsenal in New Jersey. Our next doctoral graduate is Ayushi K. Sangoy, advised by Tara Alvarez and Cyril Goel. Ayushi's dissertation is titled Vergence Task-Based Neural Pathways with Binocularly Normal Vision and Comorbid Persistent Post-Concussive Symptoms Convergence Insufficiency. Easy for me to say. Our next doctoral graduate is Joseph Bernard Dotto, advised by Vivek Kumar. Joseph's dissertation is titled A Rationally Designed Composite Self-Assembled Hydrogel System for Biochemical Interaction with Diverse Targets. Joseph is continuing in the short term with Dr. Kumar at the University of Houston while pursuing bioprocess engineering opportunities. Our next doctoral graduate is Abhishek Roy, advised by Vivek Kumar. Abhishek's dissertation is titled Insulin-like Growth Factor Mimicking Peptide Hydrogel for Enhanced Angiogenesis and Myogenesis. Abhishek is continuing as a postdoctoral research fellow at the University of Houston in Texas. Our next doctoral graduate is Lee Howe, advised by Yoonjung Lee. Lee's dissertation is titled Understanding Macrophage Cardiomyocyte Interactions and the Role of Regenerative Biomaterials. Following graduation, Lee has transitioned into full-time leadership role at Verdept in New Jersey, directing wet lab cell biology operations and the company's hybrid scientific operations to commercialize a biotech R&D platform. Our next doctoral graduate is Nuran Kavakli, advised by Masoud Sahin. Nuran's dissertation is titled Transcranial AC Modulation of Cerebellar Nuclear Activity in Awake Animals. Nuran plans to continue as a researcher in a lab that bridges neural engineering and systems neuroscience. Our next doctoral graduate is Natalie Grace Kazan, advised by Jonathan Grassman. Natalie's dissertation is titled Aligned Collagen Sponges with Sustained Release of IGF-1 for Treatment of Volumetric Muscle Loss. Natalie has accepted a position as a postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at Stevens Institute of Technology. Our next doctoral graduate is Rifat Hassan Rafi, advised by Chang Yaramoto. Rifat's dissertation is titled Quantifying Cortical Activation and Postoral Control During Vestibulo-Oculomotor Tasks in Healthy Adults Using FNIRS and Force Plate Posturography. Rifath is exploring both postdoctoral and industry positions. Our next doctoral graduate is Alvaro Jesus Aguado Marin, advised by Jorge Fresnada Fernandez. Alvaro's dissertation is titled Beyond Words, a Systemic Multimodal Framework for Text, Images, and Extreme Helpfulness in Online Reviews. Alvaro has been promoted to Global Head of Advanced Analytics in Sanofi Pasteur in Morristown, New Jersey, and will continue pursuing research toward becoming a full-time professor. Our next doctoral graduate is Wei-Ting Gao, advised by Yi Chen. Wei-Ting's dissertation is titled From Text to Insight, Extracting, Predicting, and Explaining Clinical Information from Unstructured Clinical Notes. Wei-Ting is currently working as an AI researcher. Our next doctoral graduate is Michael Smith, advised by Yi Chen and Christian Borsia. Michael's dissertation is titled, A Study of the Influence of Consumer Privacy Regulations on Digital Publishing and Advertising. Michael is continuing his research with Professors Chen and Borsia and is the co-founder and CEO of 2 technology startups. Our next doctoral graduate is Lixing Feng, advised by Kamlesh Sarkar. Lixing's dissertation is titled High Purification of a Protein Monoclonal Antibody by Ultrafiltration from Binary Mixtures Difficult to Separate. He's accepted a position as research manager at Guangzhou Zhongzhenesh New Materials Company in China. Our next doctoral graduate is Guanlang Liu, advised by Kathleen McInnes. Guanlang's dissertation is titled Glass Transition Temperatures of PLGA Nanoparticles and the Application in Drug Delivery. He's currently seeking opportunities in pharmaceutical and material science research and development. Our next doctoral graduate is Jishang Liu, advised by Shouyang Xu. Jishang's dissertation is titled Membrane-Engineered Nanotherapeutic Platforms for Drug Delivery, Hollow Fiber Membrane Synthesis of Liquid Nanoparticles, Biomimetic Nanocarriers, and Nanobubbles. He will continue his research at NJIT through the end of the summer, after which he plans to transition into the biotechnology and pharmaceutical industry, focusing on nanoparticle-based drug delivery and RNA therapeutics. Our next doctoral graduate is Mohammed Tanin Al-Hassan, advised by Hao Chen. Mohammed's dissertation is titled Development of Electrochemistry-Assisted Mass Spectrometry for Absolute Quantitation of Peptides with Chemical Modifications. Our next doctoral graduate is Alfonso Minervino, advised by Farnaz Shakib and Kevin Belfield. Alfonso's dissertation is titled Exploring the Chemical Space of Metal Organic Frameworks for PFAS Absorption. Alfonso will continue in his current role as Senior Quality Systems Specialist at Becton Dickinson in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. Our next doctoral graduate is Yulang Shi, advised by Farnaz Alipur Shakib. Yulang's dissertation is titled Data-Driven Analysis and Atomistic Simulations of Next-Generation Materials for Energy Conversion and Storage. He's accepted a postdoctoral position at Princeton University. Our next doctoral graduate is Mary Shikandi Ngoma, advised by Oladin Kolawale. Mary's dissertation is titled Mechanics and Physical Attributes of Nature-Based Alterations, Rock Reinforcement and Urban Heat Island Assessment. Mary's accepted a position as a geotechnical engineer at WSP in New York City. Our next doctoral graduate is Ranyang Zhou, advised by Shang Angazi. Ranyang's dissertation is titled Holistic DRAM Enhancements from Intrinsic In-Memory Operations to Robust Security Mechanisms. He plans to continue his research career in computer architecture and hardware security, exploring postdoctoral and faculty positions in computing systems and cybersecurity. Our next doctoral graduate is Haotian Yin, advised by Przemysław Milaski. Haotian's dissertation is titled Differential Geometric Methods for Neural Signed Distance Fields, Parameterized Surface Extraction and Curvature Regularization for CAD Models. She's continuing her research and exploring new opportunities. Our next doctoral graduate is Suqi Zhang, advised by Ji Wei and Dantong Yu. Suqi's dissertation is titled Dynamic and Edge-Aware Graph Representation Learning for Financial Prediction. She's seeking opportunities in machine learning and applied AI with interest in LLM systems, agentic AI, and interdisciplinary research. Our next doctoral graduate is Haoran Liu, advised by Ji Wei. Haoran's dissertation is titled Semi-Supervised Learning for Annotation and Representation of Single-Cell RNA Sequencing and Spatial Transcriptomics Data. He's actively seeking opportunities. Our next doctoral graduate is Jianlin Ren, advised by Ji Wei. Her dissertation is titled Computational Methods for Single-Cell and Multi-Omic Data Integration and Regulatory Network Inference. Jianlan has accepted a position as Machine Learning Engineer at Adobe in San Jose, California. Our next doctoral graduate is Erin Kenny, advised by Chase Wu. Erin's dissertation is titled Anonymity and Accountability in Secure Messaging. Erin will be continuing her anonymity research while pursuing positions in the field. Our next doctoral graduate is Fuhuan Li, advised by David Bader. Fuhuan's dissertation is titled Large-Scale Graph Algorithms and Application with an emphasis on fintech data. Fuhuan has accepted a position as applied scientist at Amazon in New York. Our next doctoral graduate is Sarah Gazvaryan-Romi, advised by Jörg Kluwer. Sarah's dissertation is titled Computing and Retrieval Under Uncertainty, Reliable Decentralized Computation, and Importance-Aware Semantic Communications. Sarah is currently seeking opportunities in machine learning, AI research and optimization, and is actively interviewing for research and engineering roles. Our next doctoral graduate is Yusuf Ozkan, advised by Jörg Kluwer. Yusuf's dissertation is titled Reinforcement Learning-Based Clustering, Scheduling for High-Throughput LDPC Decoding. Yusuf is actively applying for industry and research positions in electrical engineering and wireless communications. Our Our next doctoral graduate is Yuan Zhao, advised by Ali Abdi. Yuan's dissertation is titled Communication Engineering Approaches to Study Rationally Inattentive Decisions and Decisions Under Information Asymmetry. Yuan is currently exploring opportunities in the industry. In his future role, he will continue to pursue his research interests with curiosity, dedication, and a lifelong commitment to learning. Our next doctoral graduate is Changxi Zhou, advised by Nurwan Ansari. Changxi's dissertation is titled Enabling ML-AI in 6G and Future Wireless Communication with Privacy Preservation, MEC Offloading, and Quantum Computing. Changxi will be continuing here at NJIT. Our next doctoral graduate is Anirban Dwalia, advised by Michel Boufadel. Anirban's dissertation is titled Remediation of Soils Contaminated with Per- and Polyfluoroalkyl Substances by Electrokinetic and Hydraulic Flushing. Anirban is continuing as a postdoctoral researcher at the Center for Natural Resources. Our next doctoral graduate is Jianyun Li, advised again by Michel Boufadel. Jianyun's dissertation is titled The Behavior and Fate of Seawater Crude Oil Emulsion. She plans to pursue opportunities in environmental science and analytical laboratory work with interest in environmental monitoring, contaminant analysis, and industrial analytical applications. Our next doctoral graduate is Guangyu Zhou, advised by Wen Zhang. Guangyu's dissertation is titled Hierarchical Membrane Synthesis and Transport Phenomena for Desalination and Resource Recovery from Hyperbrine Wastewater. Our next doctoral graduate is Jose Manuel Diaz Antunes, advised by Bengyang Yi. Jose's dissertation is titled Catabolic and Ecological Roles of Group 6 Soluble Di-Iron Monooxygenases in 1,4-dioxane Biodegradation, Evolutionary Insights, Biomarker Development, and Temperature Response. Jose has accepted a position as a New York State Science Policy Fellow at the SUNY Rockefeller Institute of Government, placed in the New York State Senate Programs and Council. Our next doctoral graduate is Courtney Potts, advised by Genoa Warner. Courtney's dissertation is titled Endocrine Disrupting Properties of Alternative Plasticizers and Parabens in the Female Reproductive System. Courtney will be continuing research at the Laboratory of Endocrine Disruption and Chemical Biology at NJIT. Our next doctoral graduate is Marco Morena, advised by Bo Shen. Marco's dissertation is titled Machine Learning and Computer Vision with Applications in Science and Engineering. Marco has accepted a position as software engineer intern at HATS AI in New York City and will also serve as a postdoctoral researcher at NJIT in the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. Our next doctoral graduate is Kang Hwang Win Dang, advised by Suyun Lee. Kang's dissertation is titled Immersive, Interactive, Intelligent, and Individualized Audio Description in 360-degree virtual reality musical performances for blind and low vision users. He's accepted a postdoctoral associate position at Rutgers University Robert Wood Johnson Medical School in New Brunswick, New Jersey, where he'll conduct research on clinical AI and patient-specific predictive modeling for intensive care medicine. Our next doctoral graduate is Balas Talukdar, advised by Tomer Weiss. Balas's dissertation is titled Perceptual and Geometric Advances in Crowd Simulation. Our next doctoral graduate is Kong Tran Phuc, advised by Hai Fan. Kong's dissertation is titled Principles of Privacy and Security in Artificial Intelligence and Applications. Our next doctoral graduate is Srirag Kalivitil, advised by Sagnik Basaray. His dissertation is titled An Electrochemical Sensor Platform Incorporating a Novel Microfluidic Gas-Liquid Membrane Contactor and Machine Learning-Driven Data Analysis for Gas Phase Analyte Detection. Plans to pursue a career in industry while also exploring the development of a startup focused on translating sensor technology developed during his PhD into commercially viable diagnostic solutions. Our next doctoral graduate is Daniel Mattern, advised by Sagnik Basaray. Daniel's dissertation is titled Computational Design of Nanoporous Materials for the Absorption of Per- and Polyfluoroalkyl Substances. Daniel's applying for full-time teaching positions in the fall. Our next doctoral graduate is Nicole Cristina Rodriguez. Advised by Lisa Axe and Murat Gurvendaran, Nicole's dissertation is titled Sustainable Agricultural Mulch Materials Based on Biodegradable. Nicole is currently working as a research associate at NJIT through August and is actively exploring next steps. Our next doctoral graduate is William Stewart, advised by Xiaoyang Xu. William's dissertation is titled Engineering RNA and RNA Delivery Systems for Cellular Targeted Therapeutics. William's currently completing ongoing research through the summer and will then be pursuing postdoctoral positions. Our next doctoral graduate is Atul Anurag, advised by Roy Goodman. Atul's dissertation is titled The Global Phase Space of Three Vortex Interaction Systems and its Application to Vortex Dipole Scattering. He's accepted a position as a visiting assistant professor of mathematics at Ramapo College of New Jersey in Mahwah, New Jersey. Our next doctoral graduate is Mark Joseph Fasano, advised by Linda Cummings and Lou Kondich. Mark's dissertation is titled Dynamics of Silicone Oil Droplets Excited by Surface Acoustic Waves. Mark's accepted a postdoctoral position at NJIT with Dr. Padavan in the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. Our next doctoral graduate is Rubaiyat Hassan, advised by Fatima Ahmadpour. Rubaiyat's dissertation is titled Entropic Forces Near Fluctuating Surfaces. He's continuing as a postdoctoral research associate in the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Our next doctoral graduate is Sun Quan, who you all know already, advised by Lin Dong. Her dissertation is titled Integrating Self-Powered Nanofibrous Sensors and Machine Learning for Cardiac Monitoring. Sun will be continuing her research at NJIT. And our last doctoral graduate today is Nalandri Talukdar, advised by Yoon Sun Lee. His dissertation is titled Material Degradation and Analysis of N-doped Graphene MOF Nanocatalysts for ORR and Electrochemical Energy Systems. Plans to continue research in affiliation with his dissertation advisor at NJIT before transitioning to an industry role. Congratulations once again to all of our PhD candidates. I'd like to invite Dean Oya Tekel to the podium.
Thank you, and thank you for reading these dissertation titles so perfectly. And it's so nice that it wasn't my job. Hello, everyone. Please join me in congratulating our new doctoral graduates. Congratulations. My name is Oya Tekel, and I have the pleasure of serving as Dean of the Martin Tuckman School of Management. While this day and this ceremony focus on our graduates, we want to be sure to recognize and express gratitude for the tremendous support these students have received from their loved ones. Those who provided emotional, intellectual, and even financial support to enable them to reach this point. Graduates, will you please stand and join me in recognizing those not wearing caps and gowns, the parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, children, and friends who have sustained you on your journey. Graduates, upon completion of your degrees, NJIT is now your alma mater. At this time, would everyone please rise for the singing of the alma mater by the NJIT Capella student group, the Gigabeats. Please sing along with the lyrics on the screen.
To alma mater fair and great, our voices now we raise. Our gratitude we demonstrate, her steady torch we praise. Her challenge on us ever falls, a world of knowledge calls. In heart and mind our trust will bind to our NJIT. We'll hold her memory ever dear, her spirit we'll revere. To her we promise loyalty, our own NJIT.
Please be seated. PhD graduates, you know today, this afternoon, is your time, right? Now, there are 3 commencements. Tomorrow is the undergraduate one. This morning we have the master's one. The one in the morning, in the master's one, there was a lot of celebration. So, you are 70 mighty PhD graduates. Come on, this is your day. You should be proud of yourself. What you have achieved is extraordinary. Following this ceremony, you will be among the less than, as our commencement speaker shared, less than 2% of the world's population to have earned a doctoral degree. Isn't that amazing? Now, this gets even better. This gets even better. The number drops to less than 1% of the global population for STEM PhD recipients. Many of you are STEM PhD recipients. That's even more amazing. This is a milestone you have worked toward for many, many years. So we want you to take a moment, look around this arena, take it all in, store this memory in a place where you can revisit, especially when you have an occasion to doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself, because you already have demonstrated the ability to do incredibly difficult things. Congratulations on what you have achieved and what you will continue to achieve throughout your lives. You are an extraordinary group, and you should feel incredibly proud of yourselves. Graduates, regardless of where your next steps takes you, and Provost Pelesco shared all of them with us so we know where you're going next, okay? Rest assured that you are prepared to seize the opportunity that awaits you. You are an incredible group of people who will accomplish remarkable things, and I believe that. Remember to pursue noble goals and use your talents to lift others and improve our world. This is how you lead a life of true consequence and understand that you are building upon a foundation that was created by previous generations of Highlanders. One, we know who, Dr. Paul Rogers, and you are contributing to the legacy of this great, great institution, great university. Now, we have arrived at the moment you have been waiting for, to get together with your friends and family, of course, later on, but this is more important. Graduates, please rise to celebrate the culmination of your journey with the concluding traditions of this commencement ceremony, the conferral of your degrees. The conferral of your degrees. All right, so listen up, this is important. On behalf of the members of the Board of Trustees, I congratulate you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and delegated by the Board of Trustees of the New Jersey Institute of Technology, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the university, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled, together with all the rights, all the honors and privileges thereunto appertaining. Graduates of class of 2026, I should say PhD graduates of the class of 2026, congratulations! Now, before I invite you to participate in the final tradition, which should be easy for you because you have done it at least one time, probably two times, I would like to ask, before we finish, I would like to ask graduates to remain in your seats until the bagpipers, the stage party, and the faculty have passed, and you are escorted from your row by an usher. So remain calm when we're done. Now, for the moment that we all have been waiting for, okay, and you have done this before in the past, you know in the drill, but this time you probably learned from previously, mark your head, whatever you're throwing, okay, toss your caps. So on the count of 3, I'm going to have you toss your cap in the air. It's not a silly thing to do. This is works, all right? You all ready? This is celebratory. Are you ready? Okay, ready? On the count of 3, right? You got it? All right, 1, 2, 3.
congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. And now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.